What's going on, guys? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe Podcast. My name is Matt, and tomorrow the Colts play their first preseason game against the Buffalo Bills. Very exciting stuff. So what I decided to do for this video was give you guys some reasons to be excited for the game tomorrow. Now, before I get into the video, a couple things I want to mention. First off, you're going to hear music in the background. It's like elevator music. I want to apologize for that. Here's the reason why. It's out of my control. So I live in an apartment, and this apartment complex used to be a elementary school. And obviously in every single classroom, there are speakers in the ceiling so the principal can give the morning announcements to all the kids. So there's a speaker in every single apartment. And from time to time, there's like elevator music playing through the speaker. I have no idea why. So we're just going to, just have a good time. We're going to dance and all that good stuff as we go through these reasons. So just want to let you guys know. So if you're wondering, that is why it's out of my control. I cannot do anything about it. Now, before I get into the video, also, if you're new, haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack that like button. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What are you excited for? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So with that being said, let's get into it. And let's get into one of the more obvious reasons why I think we should be excited for the game tomorrow. And that is because Colts football is kind of back. Yes, it's a preseason game. Yes, it's going to have no effect on where this team finishes, whether this team makes the playoffs or not, whether this team gets a top 5 draft pick, whether they're in the middle of the draft, whatever it may be. This game is going to have no effect on that whatsoever, but it's still football, and any football is good to me. I think anytime we have any type of football, it's something to be excited for, and also think of it this way. We're getting closer to the NFL season officially starting, okay? We're now less than a month away from the Colts playing against Jacksonville in their first regular season game. So for me, I think that's something to be excited for because Colts football is back. We're entering the best time of the year. So that is one reason why I think we should be excited. Another reason, it's also a very obvious reason, Anthony Richardson. Every Colts fan is excited to see what Anthony Richardson's going to do. And there's also a lot of just NFL fans that don't care about the Colts that are at least curious about Anthony Richardson, because when it comes to Anthony Richardson entering the draft, out of all the top quarterbacks, he was the most high risk, high reward type of player. Okay. His floor is the lowest when you compare him to like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, but his ceiling is the highest as well. So a lot of NFL fans are just excited to see what Anthony Richardson is, what he can be, because we don't know what he's going to be. He started 13 games in college? That's it. That's not a lot. And there was obviously in those games, there were signs that he needed to work on his game. So we saw the potential. He could be phenomenal, but he could also be not great. That's something that we got to keep in mind. But I still think it's very exciting because we're going to get our first look at Anthony Richardson. Again, the defenses he's going up against, they're not playing at 100% full speed. They're going to be playing at 80% full speed. But still, it's going to be good to see him go up against guys that aren't, on the same team as him, because we've seen him in training camp. We've seen him in mini camp. He's going up against the same guys every day. But now he gets to go up against another team, a different defensive scheme. It's going to be very vanilla, but still gets to go up against a different type of defense than what he normally goes up against. So it's obviously very exciting. There's going to be struggles throughout the year, but still to see Anthony Richardson out there and just see him show that potential that I think he has, it's going to be really exciting. Reason number 3 why I think we'd all should be excited is because of some of the offensive positions. Like we get to see some of the running backs play and the receivers play. I think that's something to be excited for. We're going to see our first look at Evan Hull, which is going to be pretty cool. Kenyon Drake, I believe, is playing in tomorrow's game as well. I could be wrong. But the other running backs is something I'm very excited to see. And then you look at the receivers too, like Pittman, if he plays, Pierce, Josh Downs, Ashton Doolin. I mean, and then also the tight ends too, like Mo Alley Cox, and I believe Mo was playing. But just some of these offensive positions is something I think is going to be really exciting to see them form that chemistry with Richardson and also Minshew. I think that's something that's really exciting. Honestly, I hope we see some bombs. I want to see Josh Downs catch a 65-yard pass. That's what I want to see. So I think that's something to be excited for. And then the last thing, speaking of Josh Downs, is I think we all should be excited for the rookies. We're going to get to see the rookies, Josh Downs, Evan Hull, Double A, our edge rusher, from Northwestern, I believe. I cannot pronounce his name. I will eventually pronounce his name, but still, that's going to be really exciting to see him because a lot of people, they see the potential with him too and how he could potentially be a dominant player. Juju Brents, I believe, is playing. So is Darius Rush. I think just seeing the rookies out there, getting to see their first game reps, I think that's all very exciting. Again, it's preseason. They're not going to be going up against guys that are going at 100%. They're going up against guys that will be going at, like I said, 80% or 70%. But still, to see them out there in action, in the horseshoe, I think that's something to be excited about. I think that's something that we all should be looking forward to. And I actually do have one more. And it just kind of popped up at the last second. That's the offensive line. I want to see what this offensive line looks like. I get it. Again, not full speed. But if you remember last year in the preseason, they could not block. They couldn't block anyone. Matt Ryan was getting hit like crazy. Nick Foles was getting hit like crazy. Sam Ehlinger, Jack Cohn, they were all getting rocked. The offensive line couldn't protect anybody. So I'm really excited to see if they can protect Richardson, Minshew, Ehlinger at 80%. That's something I'm really excited to see as well. What does the offensive line look like? Do they look better than they did last year in the preseason? That's something I want to see as well. And that is going to do it, guys. Again, I'll go through the reasons why we should be excited. Colts football's back. Anthony Richardson. Some of these offensive positions like running back, receiver, tight end, seeing those guys play, the offensive line, and then, of course, the rookies. Getting to see them out there for the first time. All these things, and I'm sure there's more that we should be excited for. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, haven't already, greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Again, sorry for the music in the background. I hope you guys were at least, just kind of dancing casually. Hope you guys were having a good time with that. Like the video if you like it. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And if you have a Twitter, not calling it X, follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other two videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.